Hi, this is Faith, and you are watching The Faith Factor. Holla. Hi, this is Faith, along with my co-host, AP from the Bronx.
Hey,
And what's up, AP?
hey, what's up, beautiful people? I hope everybody's having a great evening.
Girl, it's been kind of wild in these YouTube streets.
So what's going on? Because I've been MIA for a few days. So what's the deal?
Well, okay, first of all, there's a lot going on over at the beef sector. I'm glad that it's not over here where we are. There's an echo. Is there an echo?
Yeah, there is an echo. I don't know oh, yeah. Okay, hold on for a second. What about that?
Okay, yeah, it's gone.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so
Go
I don't
ahead.
know if you know about the situation with a YouTuber by the name of Fatty. According to the YouTube streets, there's allegations out there that he's trying to groom people's daughters. He's made some serious pedo-like comments online saying that he absolutely would marry and sleep with a 12-year-old if the law would permit. It's just a great big bowl of crazy.
Yeah, that sounds like a hot mess. That
So
sounds. Go ahead.
TAZ exclusives was having a powwow with this one YouTuber by the name of no, as a matter of fact, he had Fatty on his channel, and he made a video prior to that, pretty much, talking about his role as a DSP. And he was talking about how, it's disgusting what Fatty is doing. And he's a person that's worked with children who have had autism, and different things of that nature. And
Okay,
so
for the people who don't know what a DSP is, can you just break it on down for us?
well, I'm not really familiar with it myself, but back in my day, they were called caregivers, but they're like a professional caregiver. I
Okay,
don't know what the breakdown of the acronym is, to be honest with you. I totally
okay,
forgot.
okay.
But I will say that caregivers that work with people that have disabilities, old people with Alzheimer's, etc., they are very valued to the field. They work directly with the client that has a disability. They have to oftentimes help implement care from the primary physician and all of that. So they are the liaison between the doctor and the person who actually cares for the patient. So they do
Oh,
have a very important job. So I commented under Taz's stream. Cassandra Brown has it. She said it's called a direct support professional. So that's what a DSP is.
okay. Direct support
And
professional. Okay.
yeah, so and the question was whether or not he is a professional, but it says right there in the title, direct support professional. So
Right, right.
it is a profession. It's not a profession that's up there like a doctor or a psychiatrist or whatever, but it's a profession. So I'm not going to
Okay.
look down on anybody's field. But
Right.
I will say that I have worked with caregivers before because I have a daughter who has mild autism. And so, when I was working with the caregiver, I would have to say that I valued that person and their help very much.
Okay. Okay. And
Well,
so
Cassandra
since
doesn't think they're professionals either, but I don't know. I think that they are. I think that, I would respect their field. I think that they are professionals because they have to work with the clients and they have to be
who,
professional.
okay, who
They
said
do
they weren't a
they
professional?
Cassandra Brown
Who
says
said
that the
they were?
title, Cassandra Brown is highlighted right there. She says that the title is misleading. She says they're not professionals.
So would Sandra Brown say that they're paraprofessionals? That they work in concert with the professional, or they work closely with the professional, or side by side with the professional?
They work with everybody. Basically, they work side by side with the I would say the person who is the upper, professional. They work with the therapist, and they work with the client, and they work with the people who take care of the client. So I would say that they have a profession. But I mean, it's open to interpretation. But I would say very much they are a needed element. As far as like the care of the individual, they're very needed and they're very valued.
Okay.
But that's not why I'm here, y'all. That's not why I'm here. The title of the stream is "You Weirdos Are Really Following the Faith Factor from Panel to Panel About TAZ." And once again, I was getting ready to get into it, but I left a comment under TAZ's channel because I agreed with him about his profession, and I happen to because of my situation and having a child with autism, I value their services. I value their services. So I agreed with TAZ. Okay, I do not go to TAZ and Nyla's channel on a regular basis. It's so funny.
Before you go on, you're saying that you agreed with TAZ. Okay, what was the statement? Because I wasn't there. So what was the statement that TAZ made?
Agreed. I just agreed with him on the entire video that he did about DSPs and his stance on Fatty, being a weirdo. I agreed with him on those things. And because I supported that particular video that he did and agreed with him on that particular thing, now everybody is following me from panel to panel, which is starting to get quite annoying, by the way, because I don't go to TAZ's channel on a regular basis. The only reason why I went there that time because he did a video about Fatty and the autism situation. And I agreed with him on that one thing. You see, I don't know. This is like starting to be more and more like high school. Y'all cliquish as hell. I'm not a cliquish person. I like to go where I please. I like to agree with who I want to agree with without being harassed. You people are weirdos. Do you understand that you are harassing people and bullying people because you don't like somebody? It is harassment to follow a person from panel to panel everywhere I go because you don't like TAZ. Now I got to hear about, oh, you a TAZ supporter. You're over there supporting someone that's a doxer, and then you bring up all the shit that don't have nothing to do with the one thing I agree with. I don't be over there every day. It's just that one video that I commented on, and now I'm a TAZ supporter.
So are they coming up on panels that you're on where it has nothing to do with the subject and they're still jumping on you?
Yeah, like about the same thing. Like today, I was over at Princella's. I was over there at Princella's, and she was talking about Sandra Bland, and I was commenting in the comment section, and then all of a sudden, some weirdo jumps out the bushes once again, just out the bushes. Oh, Princella, Faith is a TAZ supporter, and she was over there agreeing with him on some, like, what the hell has that got to do with Sandra Bland? Y'all some weirdos.
Yeah. Yeah. So you got some cyber stalkers, it sounds like.
That's exactly what it is. You know what? There's a lot of people I don't like on here. Okay? There's a lot of people. I don't have time to be sitting up here stalking people from panel to panel like some of you, just because you like somebody or agree with somebody that I don't like and don't agree with. Just because I don't like or agree with the person doesn't mean you gotta dislike them. What do I look like following y'all around talking about some excuse me, I know this don't have nothing to do with the subject, but Cassandra is a Demetrius Higashikata supporter, because Demetrius was over here doing this and I don't like Demetrius, and because I don't like Demetrius, I want everybody to know that Cassandra supports Demetrius. Like, what do I look like doing that? Y'all real lame right now.
Is it one specific person, or is it a group of people, like group stalking?
You know what? I've noticed that it's maybe 2 or 3 of the same people that I see everywhere. I'm sitting up here like, I'm over here vibing, enjoying the video. I'm typing in the chat room. I'm minding my own damn business. Then here comes somebody out of no goddamn where with a personal vendetta against TAZ, talking about some, oh, by the way, Priscilla, like I said, some tattling motherfuckers. Let me tattle on Faith, because I know you and Taz got something going on, and because you don't like Taz, let me tattle on Faith, because Faith was over there in Taz's chat.
Yeah, that's
like, so the fuck what?
I mean, you can agree with a statement that a person made. It's okay for you to do that.
Right, Cassandra. Many of them are childish. I can't believe that I'm actually dealing with people over the age of 30, even over the age of 20. Like, y'all should have left all of that shit back in high school. Like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, that's a bit much. That's a bit much.
Now, there's certain... I'm sorry.
I hate that this is happening to you, because that sounds a little bit frustrating, because if you're not even talking about that subject and you're talking about a whole other subject and it's a whole other stream, and the person just everywhere you go keep following you and they keep talking about the same thing, I would think that would be a little bit frustrating.
It's frustrating as hell. Like, everywhere I go, all of a sudden, here comes somebody out the damn bushes. Faith is a TAZ supporter. I don't even go over there on a regular basis. As a matter of fact, I put that in the comment. I'm like, you know what? Because every time I go over there, they aren't very nice to me, by the way. For me to be one of their supporters, they're not very nice to me. They curse me out every time I go over there. Y'all don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
Well, maybe they're maybe they... Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, word on the street says, I don't care for Princella or Taz. I try to watch people with some sense. Well, word on the street, you know what? If you don't care for Princella or Taz, I'm not about to stalk you about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have time for that. But people are actually following me from panel to panel. I mean, this is like the second or third panel that I've been on with somebody yelling out of nowhere from the bushes. Faith is a TAZ supporter. I come in one time What the hell is wrong with y'all?
Well, did after they said that, did they say na 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 boo boo? Did they say na 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 boo boo? Faith is a TAZ supporter. You know, did they add that card? That's crazy.
You know what? They might as well have said nan nana boo boo.
Yeah, that maybe this person got a lot of time on hand. You can, I mean, there's nothing wrong with agreeing with somebody every now and then. That's just a little bit weird. Yeah, that's kind
But
of
see,
crazy.
this is what I'm talking about. This is that tribalism that holds us back as a group. Because
Yeah.
when it comes time for us to use critical thinking and come out of our feelings about something, because see, pedophilia is a very serious topic for me. So even though I may not care for Taz or Nyla, I can put aside my feelings for a greater and more important issue like pedophilia. Because there's actually somebody out here, and how can I say? In case any of you idiots don't know what's going on, there's actually somebody out here making pedophilic comments, and Taz is against what's going on with this person. And I am on the side of anybody that's against what this person said. So I can lay aside my differences because I'm a grown up and side with somebody who's on the side of children. I don't know what you weirdos are doing. There's a greater issue going on out here, and you all can't lay aside your differences and your dislike for somebody long enough to band together against a greater issue, which is the pedophilic comments that this person made. And this is the shit that frustrates me the most. Now, I don't care for Taz and Nyla myself, but I can lay aside my petty difference that I have with them, and it's really petty. Now, Vita Rail, my brother, doesn't have a petty difference with them because he did something that was absolutely, Taz and Nyla did something that was absolutely unforgivable, and I understand why he's against them. But understand, anybody that's not for the pedophile shit, I agree with them. I can lay aside my petty differences long enough to band together and agree on that at least.
Yeah.
What's up, Femi from the chat? She said these people crazy. They think you are supposed to take sides in this virtual world. And this is exactly how you put it in perspective. This is a virtual world. But not only that, Femi, we got a larger issue going on right now. Taz was talking about something that was really serious, and these fools cannot remove their petty differences with Taz long enough to talk about the goddamn pedo. This is unbelievable. What's up, Omni-Free?
Hey, Omni-Free.
Like, this is the thing that has been holding us back as Black people, especially for a long time. The tribalism thing. Like, y'all thought that I was joking when I said that we have a lot of stuff that we took with us from the motherland, because there was a lot of there's still a lot of tribalism over there, and I think it's just something that runs through our veins. That's the reason why Africa can't be united, because of tribalism, because we petty as fuck. There'll never be no unity. I don't even think unity is in our blood. Anytime somebody cannot go in somebody's chat room who is against a pedophile and say, yes, I am against this person too, let's unite. And you all are only focused on you don't like that person. Or you all are only focused on who you don't want to connect. And for some reason or another, somebody is afraid that Princella and I might connect, which we haven't never talked to each other offline to connect. But I really believe that this is what some of you all be trying to do. Or you think that D-Rail, my brother, is going to disconnect from me because I agree with something that Taz says. A lot of y'all like to stir the pot and cause dissension. A lot of you are just demons with avatars. And you don't spread no greater good throughout the space. You stand for absolutely nothing but nonsense and bullshit all day. What exactly do any of you stand for that's worthwhile besides the petty beefing? Jimmy from the chat says, no, they can't. They know this pedal stuff is serious. And see, this should be the main focus, but you tribalism motherfuckers can't focus on shit. You people with the tribalism mentality, you are the ones that's holding us back. You are the crabs in the barrel. What's up at the Chaos Reign Show? Everybody subscribe to Chaos's channel. Also, I believe Femi from the chat has a channel. Please subscribe and view her channel as well. She says, yeah, they like to break relationships up on here for some reason, cause division. Yeah, and I noticed that. You know what? Beware of these water-carrying Negroes on here. And I don't know if some of them are black or, you know, what the hell they are. But the other day I noticed one over there at D-Rail's channel with a 3-month-old account. And I really believe that these are people that have personal vendettas against TAZ. And they're creating all these multiple accounts. And they're over here stalking anybody that they think might have some allegiance with TAZ. Like, I put literally one comment. I've been knowing Taz and Nyla for years. I haven't commented in their chat room in over 2 years. And the first time in 2 years, I drop a comment over there. Now I'm being stalked. You motherfuckers need to get a life. Stop following me from panel to panel about this TAZ bullshit. You're looking like weirdos right now. I can't have a decent conversation nowhere for you motherfuckers. I'm sorry. Go ahead, AP.
Yeah. I mean, I think that, like I think that people have different intentions. Like it seems like sometimes, you know, when I've done channels, you know, we've done panels together. We're doing it for recreational purposes or just thought-provoking subjects. And sometimes we'll do like sort of a town hall type of a thing. And, but I think that some of these other people, they just want to stir the pot, you know, and they may have a different, you know, motive for doing some of the things that they're doing, because that's why you have different topics, because you want to move on. you want to move on to the next thing. You don't want to just keep bringing up the same thing over and over again. And if every time you duck your head up, somebody's saying, talking about, a subject, and they just keep saying you're a TAZ supporter, that person is probably a beef person, where they just like creating beef. And they just like keeping stuff.
AP, you would have thought that I was the one that made some pedophilic comments.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, TAZ supporter. It's almost as like they're saying pedo. I'm like which is the bigger sin, that I agree with something TAZ said, or this guy is running around here making pedophilic comments?
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't even think that he knows you. Does he know you?
Yeah, TAZ knows of me. I used to, like I said, a long time ago, I used to be subscribed to their channels, and I used to be a moderator in their chat room. But then they got into all this stuff where they were doxing people and stuff like that, and I don't get down with that. So I removed myself from their orbit because I don't get down with that sort of thing. But that was years ago.
But notice what you said. You said that there are some things you agree with and some things that you don't agree with. And if you don't agree with it, you stay away from it.
Yes.
But if you agree with it, you say, hey, I agree with that.
Yes. I'm not shy about saying what I do agree with. If someone is doing something good, I'm going to let them know, hey, this is a good thing.
And you always say on your channel that you don't want it to be an echo chamber. So everybody that has participated in your channel, you always say that. I don't want my channel to be an echo chamber. So for a person to be expecting you to just go along with the crowd, they're not really paying attention to your content, because that's not what you promote. And that's not what you stand for.
Yeah, I suspect that this person knows me and they know my channel, but they also have this thing against TAZ and Nyla, but they can't come out as their true self and say that shit to me.
Or maybe they're afraid of maybe they're afraid of TAZ and Nyla.
I don't know what the hell is going on with these people, but stop stalking me. You're weird.
Yeah, maybe they're afraid of TAZ and Nyla, and maybe you're a soft target. Maybe you're a safer target to mess with to them,
Yeah, well, whatever it is, it don't have shit to do with me. Like, if you don't like TAZ and Nyla, okay, keep that to yourself. Don't project your dislike of this content creator over on me everywhere I go.
Yeah.
D-Darrell does not like TAZ and Nyla. D-Darrell is not stalking me all over YouTube talking about how much he don't like TAZ and Nyla and how I shouldn't like him either.
Yeah.
And that's my brother. So I don't know what the fuck is wrong with the rest of you. Stop doing that. Y'all look like some weirdos doing that shit.
So do you think that the person who's doing that is listening to you right now?
I think so. I think that they come here all the time. I got a couple of people in mind who I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to know you're weird. You're childish. Timmy from the chat said, hell yeah, they in the clouds. Yeah, they listening. But they weird ass. They're listening. And they're probably going to make up about 9 or 10 more accounts so that they can continue to stalk people about Taz and Nyla. Hell, you keep fucking around, I might go over there and resubscribe. Shit. How about that? How about I just go resubscribe now? Now, what you gonna do about that then? What's up on D Darrell?
Hey, D Darrell.
Yeah, you don't push me. You sitting up here thinking that you intimidating somebody. Don't push me. Because you might push me over the edge. Everywhere I go, Faith, excuse me, teacher, we back in 6th grade again.
They put their hand up and say, teacher, Faith is a computer. Teacher.
Faith over there talking to Taz.
Faith,
this is what you... Yeah, Faith talking to Nyla. That's what we used to do in like 3rd grade, 4th grade, and I think 2nd grade. If the teacher say no talking, but you try to whisper anyway, and then he gonna tattletale motherfucker. Teacher, Faith is over there whispering to Taz. This is what you all look like. Demetrius Agashikata said, well, I always say there are a lot of grown kids on here. For real. Like, literally.
We can have about this pettiness. You know what I'm saying? We be having fun on the channel, but that's just crazy, though. But I'm going to be following you around on different panels and warning the host that you're a TAZ supporter.
Monique said, I'm trying not to lose my head. Yeah, it's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It is like a jungle. It's like a jungle sometimes. But how it goes, it's like a jungle sometimes. I think I wonder how I keep from going under. I said it the first time. But you know what I mean. That damn old ass song. It is a jungle. D Darrell, whoever that was in your chat room left that message tattling on me to tell you, teacher D Darrell, Faith talking to Taz. Faith talking to Taz.
She's touching me.
Well, D Darrell, I guess I got to go to the principal's office. D Darrell, when you gonna put me in that adult timeout? Where's the corner at?
Where's that naughty stool? Where's the naughty chair? Say, Faith, you gotta sit in a naughty chair.
You know, back when I was in school, they had this equipment closet that they used to put us in, and it was dark, and none of us wanted to go in there.
You're gonna have to go in that closet. You're gonna have to find that closet, Faith, and go back in there.
It's dark in there. I'm not going in that closet. I'm claustrophobic. D Darrell said, I'm gonna spank you.
Hey, she may be into that. Don't give her a good time.
Don't threaten me with a good time now. No, let me quit.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. Maybe the person doesn't know how this looks. You know how it does seem kind of childish. We used to do that. She hit me. She's looking at me. Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
Demetra says you don't get to clap the chalkboard erasers. You know what? I used to hate that. Now that I used to dislike. They did used to make us do that for real. Like when you were bad, did your teacher ever make you clap those erasers together to clean the erasers?
You know what, Faith? I'm telling you, I didn't talk at all. I was very quiet. And then when I finally did start talking, I never got in trouble though. I was like a favorite, so I didn't get those punishment details.
Oh man, see, AP is the ops. AP is that goddamn teacher's pet. Teacher's pet.
No, you know what? You know what I would get in trouble for talking, because they would give me assignments, and the assignments were not challenging. So I would finish them, and then I'd be bored, and then I would start talking to other students, and they're still working on the assignment. So I would get in trouble for talking. So I wasn't all the way the teacher's pet. I got good grades, but I did talk. I was a talker. I was a talker later on, but in the beginning, I was very quiet.
Yeah, that was back in the day when I don't know if some of y'all are old enough before they changed the law. I was like on the tail end of it when they changed the law back in the 80s and made it so that corporate punishment was against the law in public school. But then like in the early, I think the early 80s.
Corporal punishment. I went through corporal punishment.
Yeah. I think they changed it though. When was it that they changed that law?
This was a private school though. This wasn't public school. This was a private school that did the corporal punishment.
Oh yeah. It was cool to do it in private school, but yeah. Public school they abolished that law. I think sometime around the early 80s, because I remember when I was in about second or third grade, they stopped paddling us. And I was so happy too, because there was plenty of times I needed to be paddled. But since they changed the law, I would get away scot-free,
Now. We're not talking about your kinks right now, Faith.
What's up, Feminine and her G? Oh, that's Verbal. What's up, Verbal? You know what? Who is blocking people? I got to you know what? I might have to this is like the third person that said that they were blocked in my chat, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm having a mod problem here or what's going on, but Chef Disaster said he was blocked.
You don't have to block for disagreeing, just only if they're disrespectful. You just give them a warning.
Yeah, Chaos got blocked. Chef Disaster got blocked.
That's
Verbal says she's been blocked.
You have an overly zealous mind.
No problem, Verbal. Anytime. And I mean that. Like I said, you looked out, so I really appreciate you, sis. Dominique, you never got a spanking in school? Like ever? Damn, I must have been bad.
I think I got spanked maybe once or twice, and I was so humiliated I didn't speak for the whole semester because I do not like public embarrassment. I was not happy about it. That was not fun.
Okay, some people said that they still had the paddles in the 90s.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, okay. So, because I know in my grammar school they had, pretty much outlawed it and shit. Once I found out I wasn't getting paddled no more, shit, I was doing the most.
Yeah. No, I think the last time I remember corporal punishment, I was like maybe in kindergarten or first grade or something, and I did get disciplined, and it was not fun.
Yeah, I remember that one year. This one girl named Tara Johnson. I remember we put bubble gum in her hair.
What?
Yeah, I didn't like her. She was anyway. I was a kid, I was a kid.
Lord.
I was a bully, but I was still a kid.
What? Okay, it's coming out now. Okay. All right. The tea is being spilled right now as we speak. Okay, it's coming out. What do they say on the X-Files? The truth will come out. Yeah, it's coming out now.
Yeah, my daddy had to come up to the school, and I think he was wrong, but my daddy whooped me in front of everybody in the classroom.
Well, that was the only way you were going to listen.
Yeah, I don't like public embarrassment.
Yeah, see?
Oh, D. Durrell, see, look. Dr. D. Durrell, the therapist, got spanked a few times in school. So, see, I'm not the only baddie in here.
But you know what? D. Durrell got that mouth. Because some of the stuff he be saying, if I have some coffee or something in my mouth, I spit it out. Because D. Durrell be cutting up. So I can see how that could happen. He got a mouth on him. And then he be doing memes too. And I just sit there all day going, I cannot believe he done did this.
You know what? You're right. You're right. D. Durrell, he be sitting up there talking about people.
Yes. So,
yeah, remember that meme that he did with Priscilla and her chip too? Yeah, D. Durrell is mean.
He is. Like sometimes I'll be flipping through channels and I'll see D. Durrell. I'll see one of them memes and I'm like, no, he did not do this. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
D. Durrell is a bully, and he was probably a bully in school too.
And even that thumbnail picture with that smile is a devilish smile. Like
yeah, D. Durrell. You know what? I knew there's a reason why you were so good at roasting people. You've been doing this all your life, haven't you, brother?
He was one of them kids, the boys, where they get in the group and they snap on everybody. Yep, he was one of them.
You know what? I bet you D. Durrell probably beat up a few people too.
I don't know about the beating up, but I know that mouth. I tell you, he be saying stuff, and now they done showed him how to use the computer, and he be coming up with these crazy memes that be cracking me up. And I'll be at work cracking up, and everybody's looking at me. I can't tell them, well, D. Durrell done put up another crazy ass meme, and that's why I'm laughing. I'm supposed to be professional. But yeah, he be cutting up.
Wait a minute. Omni said, this new girl stole my boyfriend and science project in elementary school. I made a concoction to make her hair fall out. Whoa! Y'all are so... Whoa!
Shots fired. Okay. The truth is coming out.
Y'all some bad kids. Y'all was some bad kids.
Right now.
So who Who do
What
you
then
think?
it's gonna
Who do
be?
you think on here? Like, do you know a lot of the content creators? Who do you think on here was a good kid that got bullied, and who do you think were the bad
I
kids?
think that Mahogany Roots was the peacemaker because she be defending people. And if she was alive during Jesus's time, she would have said, "Save Jesus and not Barabbas." Because she's definite. Either she the peacemaker or she the middle child or something. She seemed like she the peacemaker. E. Darrell seemed like he be cutting up, and they should have never showed him how to do thumbnails because he'd be cutting up on folks.
Wait a minute. D. Darrell said, "I embarrassed my 17-year-old daughter for acting out. Went there with a belt. I scared the whole class." Wow. You know what, D. Darrell? I'm getting PTSD from when I got my ass whooped in class now. You know what? That's crazy. Peter Real, why you do that to your daughter? That was wrong, by the way.
17. Wow.
Demetrius says, when my dad tried to spank me, I punched him in his nuts and he whooped me harder.
Wait a minute. How old was he when he did that?
Y'all was some bad kids.
I was kind of scared of my mother. I don't think I ever would have lifted. I mean, at one point I would have, but when I was a kid, I was definitely afraid of her. I would have been too scared. She put the fear of God in me, definitely.
Well, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, all of this sounds so childish. And like we are really regressing as a group. We're supposed to be adults and we're running around here acting like we still. I really believe that our whole group, our entire race, is in a state of arrested development. I really do. Because what other group acts like us? Do you know, do the Asians do this? Are we the only people that act this childish?
I mean, other people, they have their version of what we do. They have their version of foolishness. You know, they have their version of foolishness, but, you know, they keep it under wraps. We don't know about it, but they know about it.
Oh, Demetrius said the Latinos act like this.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do, because I have a lot of Latin friends.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah, they do. They got, because I got a lot of friends, Latin friends.
Damn, your 17-year-old was bad. He said, yeah, she was talking on her cell phone and didn't want to get off the phone and refused to listen to the teacher. Yeah, I probably would have. I would have beat her ass for real though.
Well, she said, my dad is a psychiatrist and I don't gotta listen to you.
You ain't my daddy. Make me get off this phone.
You ain't the boss.
You ain't the boss of me. Oh, okay, I ain't your daddy. So let me get your daddy up here for real. Then here come D. Darrell with the belt in his hand. Oh yeah. I can see. I fully support you, D. You did the right thing. Oh, Omni Priest said that Asians roast each other. See, I'm not familiar with how. Yeah, I'm really surprised about that because it seems like the Asians keep their stuff under wraps.
No, they keep it under wraps around people that are non-Asian, but when they think nobody's looking, you don't know what they be doing.
Oh, D. Darrell said white people do a lot too. So okay, so we not the only one to act like jackasses.
We're not the only one. We ain't the only one.
But you know what? It's still no excuse though. I mean, the childish behavior, the hate that we give each other. I don't know. I think our stuff is just next level. I
You know
really don't
what?
see nobody doing it to the extent that we do it.
I think
We,
that I think that one thing I must say about us is that like that little skit that Dave Chappelle used to do. We keeping it real. One thing I
hmm
think about us, we keep it real because like sometimes when people want like real content, like with this, I identify as this gender. They always go to a black neighborhood because they want to know. They want to hear the real. You know. And when it comes to certain things, some black people is like, yeah, I don't got time for that. So sometimes they do us proud, because they don't stand for nonsense. But sometimes, they got their fuckery going on every now and then too. But yeah, I think the worst thing for me is that I'm non-binary. I identify as a hippopotamus. Yeah, all that stuff is just too much for me.
so we going on an hour now. AP, do you want to open up the panel, have an open discussion, or what do you want to
Sure,
do?
why not? Sure, why not? Let's have some fun.
Huh?
Sure, why not? Let's have some fun.
All right. Let's go
Bring
ahead and
the
drop the
link
link.
here and say that that you listen to TAZ though.
Right. We should be doing better as a group.
Yeah.
All right. So I went ahead and dropped that link in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and pin to the top. Let me go out and hold on a second. Go to YouTube.
Yeah, let's have some old-fashioned fun. Let's have a town meeting and just cut it up.
Oh, and while I'm over here, let me go ahead and add some moderators. Yeah, I didn't know there's a couple of people in here that don't have a wrench. Oh, my baby Femi. I thought she had a wrench. Hold on, let me. Okay, all right. I'm back, y'all. I'm back.
All righty.
All right, so basically, y'all, I dropped the link down in the chat room. Anybody want to come up here if you got a story about tattletales in grammar school, or you got a story of whether or not you were bullied, or if you were a bully? If you want to talk about the arrested development of black people and how we still act like we back in grammar school, some of us just never, got out of being tattletales and petty and all this other stuff. Like, I don't understand this whole pettiness thing that we got going on.
Well, you know what? Since they abolished corporal punishment, maybe we need to give some people a virtual spanking.
Nah, I don't think that's going to be effective. I don't think that's quite effective. But you know what? There needs to be something that's done to people that cyber stalk people from panel to panel. I really do.
They're working on laws on the books. The law has to keep up with technology, but this is being worked on. There are laws against cyber stalking.
Yeah, because I mean, I can be somewhere just unrelated to, anything Taz and Nyla. I could be over at BMT channel. As a matter of fact, it happens to be over at BMT channel too. And I forgot about that. I'm over at BMT channel just kicking it, and then here come some goddamn Taz and Nyla hater talking about Taz and Nyla, and we over here talking about Fatty.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do Taz and Nyla got to do with this thing with Fatty? Like,
Yeah.
are y'all really gonna follow me from panel to panel with this bullshit?
Yeah.
And like I said, it has to be somebody that knows me, and they also know Taz and Nyla. Like I said, there's a couple of people that I got mad who I think it is that's doing this stupid following me every goddamn where.
Yeah. Well, maybe that person will drop in and do some explaining.
Yeah, like one of y'all hit the link too.
Yeah. Ricky,
like, why are you following me from panel to panel about this Taz and Nyla shit?
Yeah. They got some explaining to do.
What's up, Demetrius?
What's up? What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I was about to join on my phone, and then I remembered the Android bug is going around causing echoes.
Oh yeah.
You remember
what's
the what?
going on?
Who, me?
No.
Listen. All right. So, what's going on with me? Just had a test today that I didn't see coming. Did pretty well for myself. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of, dusting off my shoulders with that. But
okay.
as far as this little situation goes, so there are actually very few people on here on YouTube who have actually seen my face. And Faith, you different, because once I heard that there were a lot of doxers in this sector of YouTube, I can't write back down. I was naive for a time. So these people, they know probably your intimate details about your life that you've given up here, or the very few tidbits, and they go off that. These are some real unhinged people, very unhinged, and they don't understand social boundaries, or either they don't care. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with you, Demetrius, because that's what I was talking about earlier. I don't know if you were at my stream earlier, and I was talking about how we lack in social skills, period. So, it's something, that's going on. And like I said, I know you all say that other groups, also kind of go at each other like this, and they're kind of a little off as well.
Put it on Front Street, which is stupid.
Yeah, but we really put it on Front Street, and we really go hard with each other.
To the point where other races literally know the intimate details of what's going on.
Like, you all say that the Asians go at each other, but I don't even really know what their gripes with each other would be.
I wouldn't
to
say
use
that
against
Asians. I would say more so Latinos more than anything.
And I don't even know what their gripes are.
Yes. Go ahead, Faith. What'd you say?
I said I don't even know what the Latinos' gripes are with each other. I don't see them on here, doing that with each other.
Oh, rich versus poor, Republican versus Democrat. It's a lot of the same stuff, because a lot of them live in the same communities as Black people.
Like money, politics, status.
Yep.
Yeah, some of the same stuff that we do. But do you see them like really doing the gender war stuff like we do?
Oh, they got their own little gender war. Don't you worry. They got
their
own little gender war. Trust me.
But they don't do it. You have to be it. You have to.
Number one, you have to speak that language, and I'm not that fluent. So there's that. And then number two, it's probably in a whole nother algorithm. Like Spanish or Latino YouTube is probably in a whole different algorithm group than Black YouTube. Black YouTube seems the most accessible.
Well, I just wonder, I wish that whoever it is that's doing this would hit the link too. Like, I really want to hear from that person. Like, what is it that you got with me agreeing with this man on the
I
one
mean,
thing
it's
that I
just
think we
like I
should all
said, you
agree
should
on?
adopt the policy. I only agree with what I say. Just because somebody else up here you don't like, don't necessarily mean that I agree with them. Now, if we agree on a point, then we agree on a point, but that doesn't mean I'm all buddy with that person.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a social ineptitude if somebody isn't able to distinguish that. That's actually very concerning.
yeah, that is concerning for me. I'm just wondering who this person is. Because if they come on here, I'm going to be able to recognize the voice. So if you come on here with an avatar, I'm going to be able to recognize your voice because I think I know who you are. And trust and believe, you a petty motherfucker. You need to get a life.
You know what? I've been watching episodes of Catfish, and this kind of reminds me of some of the stuff where they have to get people online and say, "Why are you doing this?" And they come up with the craziest, reasons why they're doing what they're doing. If you could get this person to come on, maybe they'll confess and they'll tell us why they're doing what they're doing.
Yeah, and it's going to be stupid. Watch. It's going to be a dumb reason.
Well, I mean, there's the thing, like, you're assuming that this person is a reasonable individual.
I'm assuming that they're what?
A reasonable individual.
No, I don't think that this person is a reasonable individual. That's the problem.
So if they're not reasonable, do you think they're gonna come up here?
No, I just really want them to out themselves. Just put yourself out here, so we can know who you are every time you have behind one of your little avatars. I can be like, aha, I know who this is. Put you on Front Street. That's what I want to do.
The thing is, I think that you will have to find it out on your own, and just like listen, like use your ears, use your eyes. What are these person's speech patterns? And if you can identify that, then they might slip up and be on a different account, and then you can just pin it down. And if they're up on a panel, you can recognize their voice. That's what I do.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do, because somebody is definitely following me, definitely being stalkerish, definitely being weird. And I just want you to know, this is what you're looking like. You're looking like a whole clown out here. Like, your YouTube beef with Taz and Nyla surpasses people trying to out this pedo. And you're getting in the way. You're getting in the way, by the way. We ain't got time for you.
Do you think it might be a fatty supporter? Fatty got a lot of people over there.
I think it is somebody in that camp, to be honest with you. I do think it's somebody from over in that camp.
Because you saw BMT's stream. I know you saw it too. You was in the chat right with me when that fatty supporter went up on there and tried to curse BMT out.
I think it's a female.
What gives you that idea?
Because they were over at Princella's channel. and I don't think
Bullshit.
a man
There,
would
there are
follow
male,
me over
there are
there.
male Princella supporters. They're
You think a
majority
man would
white,
follow me over there?
huh?
You think a man would actually follow me over there?
Dudes be well. I mean, I guess women be unhinged too, but I think it's more unaddressed with men. So I think it stands to reason that I'd be a dude.
Well, I got a person in mind
All right,
because
can I see a chat from one of these people?
I I don't want to reveal it just
Okay.
yet, but this person that I have in mind, all the channels that I've been to that I saw them, just kind of, harassing me over at these channels, you know, we have these people in common. And it's this one person, this one female. I think it's her. And she's kind of unhinged and childish like that.
Oh, I think I know who
You
you're
weird
talking about.
bitch.
Oh, oh, I think I know. Oh, the breakdown reviewed her. Yeah.
Demetrius got it figured out.
No, I mean, I was gonna be like, oh, show me a chat, and then we can figure out from there. Like, a person's general response pool is actually kind of small. Like I can identify like it. Let's say if Alpha and Omega or Omni Pre was on a different account, I can tell by how you type that it's you. The words that you use, it's not hard. I just put a formal saying on it.
So
I gotta get to my computer because I can't unblock people or look for people's channels on my phone, I don't think. Because I tried to go into the YouTube studio, but one of you people, I don't know if it's a YouTube thing or one of you motherfuckers in here with a wrench. I'm gonna find you, I'm gonna figure out who you are, but I think you're hiding my people.
uh-oh. Is somebody weaponizing their wrench?
Are there
Yeah.
statistics on that? Like mod activity for certain mods?
How do you do that? Because somebody
I
else, I
don't
think
know. I'm
woman.
just asking because that would be a useful feature.
No, I don't. I don't know anything about how to use this thing. I gotta figure it out. I gotta get with somebody that knows how to use this and try to figure it out because I gotta find my people because 3 people said that they were hidden.
You don't think you're
Just my
hacked, right?
friend said it like a couple streams ago. Go ahead, AP.
What did you say?
No, I said go ahead. I talked over you. I'm sorry.
Oh, do you think you were hacked?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think it could be like hacked. Like sometimes as like channel creators, like you make people mods and they don't come around for a while. And they can go anywhere on YouTube and they might adopt a different talking point or a different stance and they just become disgruntled.
Oh, wait a minute. This BMT. Hold on a second. Let me get him up here. All right. What's up, bro?
Hey, BNT.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing, everyone? Hey,
Pretty good.
happy Veterans Day.
Happy belated Veterans Day. Thank you for your
Oh,
service.
yeah, happy belated Veterans Day, man.
Thank you. I try not to stay alone to myself on Veterans Day. I get very
Okay.
upset.
AP, I'm going to put you on mute.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead, BMT.
So, what's going on? Are you being harassed because of of going over to TAZ's channel?
Yes, I am.
That's crazy, but I literally done showed a whole live of me from TAZ's channel. And mind you, he didn't complain about me playing his live. He didn't complain about me doing that. And y'all saw how I vocally said, "Hey, I don't give a fuck how y'all feel. I'm gonna play this shit. I'm gonna play this shit, and we're gonna get to the bottom of this. We're gonna get to the
Yeah,
bottom
but
of this."
I don't know what it is. Like BMT, you can do it. You can go wherever the hell you want to go. Don't nobody bother you. But as soon as I do something, I'm being stalked. I mean, literally,
I
BMT,
don't
I
know.
have not commented in Taz and Nyla's channel in damn near 2 years. And the one time I post a comment, now I'm being stalked.
Now, is it somebody from their side doing? I don't think it's somebody from them that's doing it. Is it somebody?
I think it's somebody from Fatty's camp doing it,
Damn,
that
damn.
we all know in common.
Huh. That's what. Okay, okay. It has to be because they know how far to take it with me. Like I don't give a fuck. I'll nuke a bitch. I don't give a fuck. But somebody's doing that to you. Somebody's doing that to you. So I'm gonna rule out it must be a female. I'm gonna
That's
rule
what
out
I
it.
said.
I think it must be a woman. God
That's
damn it.
exactly what I said.
But I'm ready. Listen, I'm ready to hit some nuclear codes, hit some nuke buttons. But see that. But we've already done made a pact. We already done made a pact. So all I can say is, hey, I done already declared some rules, and the game has already done been changed after certain stuff has come out today. I don't know, man. I mean, yesterday and today has been a lot of very damning evidence has come out. A lot of some shit is coming out now, and again, we sat down, we listened, we listened, and yeah, more than likely it's a woman. Yeah, it has to be because first of all the men that have come over to our side or our AO of me or Faith or D Darrell, we done spotted them. They don't know us. See, it has to be somebody that knows our history. Got to do some process of elimination. They got to be somebody doing process of elimination of where we go. Now they're not fucking with me. I don't give a fuck. I'll throw down some petroleum oil. So, but they going after you, Faith.
Right.
So they're not going after D Darrell. But then again, D Darrell has already
But D
said,
Darrell hates Taz, so I mean they not gonna go after D Darrell. It's
well,
obvious. D
well,
Darrell, nah, he's not gonna be a target.
he's not going because he's not going over there, but he's already shared his mindset of the view of the conversation. So he's already openly, vocally said how he feels about Fatty, and also, you know what I'm saying, about Fatty and also JP. So so you can't. I mean, there's something more so going on that somebody is taking gut punches at you.
I think so too. And it smells like a jealous bitch. I'm just gonna say it.
We about to
What's
start.
up? What's up, D?
Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Oh, we doing
Good.
good.
You
Good conversation. I caught the tail end. I'm still working, burning the midnight oil. Got a lot of stuff going on, trying to get stuff taken care of before the holidays. But man, it's ridiculous the people that go and do stuff and blocking people and all of this silliness over YouTube. Like I don't get how grown as people become so petty and invested in this shit to be doing this. I don't get it, man. Um, like even in our little clique, our little group, whatever, we don't agree on everything. You know, we disagree. We've had knockdown drag outs offline and talk about stuff, but at the end of the day, we still fam, and so we gonna respect each other. And so I understand, and we all understand that, you know, like you said, I don't care. I care 2 cents about Taz, but if in regards to the situation about the pedo stuff, I agree with him on that. Now, I don't agree with his methods of how he do certain shit, because the issue I got with him with that is that he was over there fraternizing with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He fraternized with them. Now I ain't saying, and he, now I'm to his credit, he has called out some of the same people I've called out, just in a different way. So he has been. I'll give him the consistency with that, but
Right.
I don't know. That's probably the only thing out of 1,000 other things that we even agree. Everything else we night and day.
That's
But
fine. That's fine. Yeah.
and I'm good with that. But I don't know why people are so emotionally invested where they blocking people. Like I don't care for verbal either, but I don't think she deserved to be blocked if she ain't coming in there doing nothing and whatever. I
Power
mean, she
trip.
can speak. She got her own opinion. I mean, you know, I don't agree with people just getting blocked for no reason. I mean, damn,
I
it's fair
think that
game.
somebody's coming in here. They're doing this to hurt my channel.
Do you think it's the same person, Faith?
I don't think I gave that person a wrench.
That's
You got
that's
I
what I'm saying, because it might be two different people,
do
but
a
it
do a
might be the
do a
same.
right. I will say this: do a cleanse, do a wrench cleanse, just purge all the motherfucking shit. It don't, like I said, I don't got a wrench at D-Rail, but I ain't freaking the fuck out. I don't got. I mean, just purge the motherfucker.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. Go live and see what happens.
Exactly, because some
Or
people
the
be
the
on
other thing
power
you could do,
tripping.
Faith, is you can look in your studio and look at everybody you gave wrenches to and see if that person you thinking about is in that list.
Okay. How do I find it? Can I do it on the phone or do I have to be on the laptop?
I would say laptop is a lot more proficient at this. I mean, because you
Yeah,
got to
I
go.
think you'd have to go to YouTube Studio.
You're going to your studio, and that's what I'm saying. Like, just take all the motherfucking wrenches, man. Like when I've had that happen where somebody was going on a goddamn banning frenzy on my channel. I said, "Oh, word! I got 60 people banned out of my chat." I'm like, no wonder why my chat look like a ghost town. Bet, bet. All right, nobody get a fucking wrench. Yeah,
And that's what I'm saying, BMT. Like some mods, like they'll change up on you, and then they'll just go into power trip mode.
right, and that's what I don't like. Whatever, like when people start begging me like fiends for wrenches and shit, I don't give you your wrench. I don't give you a wrench because I'm like, why do you need the wrench so badly? Sit your ass still and just listen. Like you don't need a wrench. So it's something. It's an in-house. You got a cancer, you need a cut. You got a wart, you need a cut.
I think so. I think you're right.
So go ahead and just. You already know it ain't gonna hurt my feeling.
Right.
It ain't gonna hurt my feeling. It ain't gonna hurt D feeling. It ain't gonna hurt AP. It ain't gonna hurt Demetrius. It ain't gonna hurt our feeling that you take the wrenches. We you know who we are. We shit. We ain't gonna. Oh God, like no. Just pull them up. Pull all the bitches. Fuck it. That's how you do it. You know how they did it back in the day. You don't know what kid is acting up. Get them all. Fuck them. Them all.
Yeah. Man, I done had so many whoopings back in the day I did not earn.
So guess what? This is it right here. You don't know who's doing it. Take them all.
Yeah, you're
Everybody.
right.
So shit. You know what I'm saying? That way, hey, the playing field has been re-leveled. When you feel who you feel comfortable with, okay then. Like I said, no.
Yeah, because somebody came in here like some months ago and they were going off on me like, oh, Faith, you want to know why your channel not growing because you need to check your moderators and this, that,
Yeah,
and the other.
his name was Just My Four Cents. I remember him. Hmm.
Yeah, and I blew that person off. I'm like, ain't nobody over here doing nothing like that.
It's rare, especially like in my channel. Like yesterday, like I had that J Speed nigga saying all kind of weird, crazy shit. I'll tell my moderator straight up, like, y'all know what to do. Shadow ban that nigga. I'll tell my moderators when I get tired of hearing people and they're bickering and shit. Shadow ban you. But other than that, as long as you ain't deviating from our message, that's fine. You can rock in the chat. You can do all you want. It's only until you start getting disrespectful and you start putting in crazy shit that we not tolerating. So there's certain things, like I said, no, we don't got that. You can't be putting no hate speech and shit like that. Go through. I told you, purge, girl, purge
Clean
your
house.
riches.
Clean house.
Clean house, clean house. That's the best thing you're gonna do. You clean house. Guess what? They come on in. I even had to
Like,
tell that nigga.
why we got wrenches anyway? It's kind of like that. We don't be doing nothing.
So, like
Yeah,
I said,
that's what I'm saying. Like, don't nobody be up in here cutting up like that for nobody to
Right.
be hiding folks from my channel, and this don't make no sense to me.
people want.
This is just smells sabotage.
Like I said, going through, look at who you got or what you got. You know what I'm saying? All I had was
But you
trolls
know
and
what, Faith? Come to think of it, didn't somebody say something to you the other day when you was on my panel when Taz came up?
Yeah,
Somebody
that's
was
what I'm
saying
saying.
something crazy to you in my chat though.
Yeah, they left a message on one of your live streams, and that person, I looked at their account. I didn't know who they was, but their account was only like 3 months old.
Oh, that was
that's a dummy account. That's a dummy account. That's a dummy account.
Yeah,
Normally,
somebody
typically
you.
people
That's
who
that sounds
bigger
like
make
somebody you
dark
know.
accounts so that they can collect more information.
right? That's a dummy account because most people who got an account, it got some years under it. They got some videos and subscription that they subscribe to. That's a dummy account. That's what people be getting multiple accounts, so that way nobody knows who they are when they're in the chat, and they can just sit there and chill in there. So that's a dummy account. You know,
Yeah, that was definitely a dummy account.
shit. There's a person going around with King, BMT, whatever shit, and I'm like,
Yeah,
trust
I
me.
got to go back to the Queen Makers chat room, and I got to look at those people that were talking in her chat room too,
Yeah,
and find.
because they'll come at you even if you disagree. Because you actually said, hey, I agree with it's a lot of stuff, but not everything. They want you to believe everything. If you don't believe 100%, it's like you don't believe in nothing.
Yeah, these people are crazy.
Yeah, they actually worse than Cynthia. I thought Cynthia G had hardcore, but they worse. They way worse.
I got.
I wonder if it's somebody from Fatty's camp because it smells like because this didn't start happening until this Fatty thing.
Exactly. That's exactly why I said what I said. And you took the position that you and BMT took against Fatty, and it's like this is not a coincidence, man. And BMT, I'm sure you remember that dude who came up trying to talk to you crazy on your stream. Like he has a defense force of his own.
Right, he does, and also, uh, like the one dude, like the old nigga who jumped up on that panel, he had two channels. He had two doggone accounts. Fatty got more than one account. So understand, so many people got more than one account, and so I want you to understand. Some people, when you ban them, they just go get another account, come into there. So you got to understand what you're dealing with. How do people also cost channels a lot of its prevented donations? Like that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes I would have to. I think somebody hit my shit on another channel, but then again, I didn't give a fuck getting hit. I think that's why Reg gave me a wrench on his channel because he was like, "Nah, y'all not hiding BMT," and they were like, "Oh, it's BMT." He said, "I don't give a damn. Like, fuck that. BMT actually supports me. Y'all hide people y'all don't like." So there are channels that will do that, and some people get annoyed with that because they don't like. They think that they can control the chat. They think they can control the chat. That also happened on O'Shea's chat. That happened at quite different. A lot of people different chats where, hell, D the Rail chat. He had to give me a rent because shit. Some of them niggas, damn.
Yeah,
Them
the
niggas,
more sector don't like BMT. They like Faith. They don't like BMT.
damn, boy.
Poor
Yeah.
BMT.
Bro,
Nah, but to be honest, on BM, I mean, to be honest, um, one of the reasons they don't like BMT is because BMT though will say what's on his mind, and he not trying to take a side. And people be wanting you to take like certain sides and stuff like that. They want you to pander. They on this pandering shit. And BMT like he don't know certain people. He'll just say whatever on his mind, and I'm like, it is what it is. And so that's why. And when I'm doing that kind of content, they think I'm supposed to take some favorite. I'm supposed to show favoritism to them towards other people, and I don't. Shit, if you get on a panel, it is what it is. If you get challenged, you gotta come with it. You know
right,
they want
right,
me to show favoritism. I'm not showing nothing. If you get on a panel and somebody challenge your thought process, then you need to respond back. You need to rebuttal.
I
Right.
think
That's how
I
I feel
think
about it.
there comes in this like subculture of Black YouTube. There comes like every or most people at the very least have been conditioned to adopt some degree of radicalism
Right?
so that they
yes,
do not get attacked. And this is exactly Faith, like why I said in the chat, like I only agree with what I say and what comes out of my mouth, because people have actually tried to pressure me to adopt talking points that are not my own. And that's very serious to me. So just you associating with TAZ, those people might be trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like associate you with what his shenanigans. It's just unhinged.
but the thing about it, Demetrius, is like I said during my live, and D was there, and also Faith. I said, listen, even if y'all don't like Taz, don't focus on Taz. Just focus on what
The
Fatty's saying.
message.
And
Mm-hmm.
right, you was there. You was there, Demetrius. I said, don't even worry about him. Just focus on what's being said. And I said, when y'all hear what's being said by this nigga, then y'all gonna start homing in. Now, I said, mind you, everybody, like, Taz, Taz. No, nigga, no. See that? No, y'all not deflecting this time.
Y'all getting distracted.
Y'all getting
There's a
distracted.
bigger issue at hand.
And
Like,
see,
and I think that part of it is like some people have to swallow their pride, BMT. Because even when I was making my rounds over there on that one dude channel, Themis's, I
yes.
don't really like Themis. I don't like, he'd be siding over there with the divestors and stuff, but when it came to situations like DV, we had the same talking points. So I mean, it's like swallow your pride, death of the ego type stuff.
And see, the thing about it was, and shout out to Faith on that one. JP owned that he's not the greatest parent. So when people come to us
Yeah, that's
and
obvious.
say,
T
hey,
the real.
Yeah.
no, but see, that's the thing about it. It's one thing when you try to placate and say, "Oh, my parenting's on point. I'm this and that." we get it. Like, listen, there's a lot of broken parenting, especially in these spaces. Trust me, I've seen a lot of women that try to fake like they're good mothers, and god damn it, I've done seen some dudes on here that be talking about their sons are gonna do UFC and fight grown men and all kind of dumb
Facts.
stupid. So
Yep.
we've seen some pretty
Threaten me
piss
with
poor.
that.
So we've seen some pretty piss poor parenting. So the thing about it is where in faith is doggone even done teachings on this about parents who are owning that they need growth. Maybe we need to go revisit those lessons, but I have a little bit more of an understanding when somebody says, okay, I'm working on better myself. I think D. Darrell has taught other parents, like, hey, let me teach y'all how to be a better parent. But then we're seeing the deflection going on. And I'm like, okay, man, when somebody says, hey, this person's been looking or sexualizing my child openly, and the person is openly admitting that, okay, so I've done that, but you didn't ask me, bro. We're
Yeah, he was
past.
like really nonchalant about
Yeah,
it.
man. He was, man. Listen, I
He was
was so
like,
hot.
the bigger issue here is you.
I wanted to go in on his ass way more than what I did. I controlled myself
You did
because
good.
I was on BLT chat.
You
But
did
I'm gonna
good.
be honest, man. The nonchalantness, the fact of the matter, ain't no damn way if I found out somebody saw my 12-year-old daughter and I'm sitting there calm about it, or I just, they was telling me, I got to do this to get this, and we're gonna make the money, and I didn't say nothing. I'm like, brother, what is wrong with you?
I could feel the heat rising off of D.
See,
Darrell when I was on
Man,
that
well,
I was,
panel.
but see, y'all got to understand, man. I see this shit in real life every day.
it felt better that
See,
see
people don't understand the stuff that I be saying. That's why sometimes I don't like dealing with certain topics, because I probably just saw that shit in real life. Then I got to go online and I'm hearing the same shit again. Like,
and it's not clicking, and it's not
yeah,
clicking.
man. And I'm telling people stuff. Oh, no, but you got to think about this. And somebody telling me about a goddamn YouTube economy of making money and who gonna get. Man, I don't want to hear that shit. And I've just dealt with people with medical neglect and not, kids ain't even eating in 2 days, malnutrition and shit, and the uncle touched the girl, and y'all
Oh my
getting mad at the
God.
girl instead of getting mad at the uncle. And man, stop. I'm
And
I'm
this is
I'm
why.
processing that as I hear these fools say the stuff that they're saying.
And this
So
is
that it's
right.
difficult for me. I'm sorry. It is.
No, 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 no. Listen.
You know.
And this is why we are a trifecta of the
But I'm
BDA.
I'm just gonna I just want to play devil's advocate for a minute. Do
You
you
do that a
think it
lot. You
could
get to do that a lot.
what? I'm just saying, but do you think it could be because he's not because AP brought this up. AP and I was wait a minute, AP ain't said nothing in a while by the way.
AP
Can't
is trying to build a house or some shit. I don't know what the hell she's doing over there, but she's banging over there or some shit.
I'm still here, but I'm doing something that's noisy.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
just want to make sure you can unmute your mic,
AP back in the
when you want to
military.
talk.
Yes.
AP
Yeah.
But
back in the military.
But AP said this. She said that maybe it could be because he's an inexperienced parent.
I agree. I agree.
I can't. Faith. I'm gonna say this, Faith. If that was a woman, would you accept that?
Oh shit.
Yeah, but we have more experience with nurturing.
No, I know that, but my question: if that's a woman, would you accept that?
No.
No.
Exactly. And
No.
so, and the reason why I'm saying that, because you know what, with CPS and the judge, they don't care about that. They care less about who got more experience in nurturing, and they don't look at it that way. And I didn't see this firsthand. And so my position is, if you're gonna take on the responsibility of being a single father, of having children that you made, then you have to be responsible as a parent and think about the livelihood of your kids before your own livelihood. And I just didn't see that from him. You don't. I'm gonna say this: there's no way in hell as a man that I'm gonna let my children talk to internet people that I know on the internet that I've never met at 12 years old and having conversations and I know about it. There's no way. You know,
No.
it's not grown ass men. No, I'm sorry. I'm very conservative when it comes to children with far as fatherhood. I can't do that. I mean, and he was very like, well, you know, I thought that was my boy, and I cared a lot for him. I never would. I get that, but you don't know this man. You know him, and I get that. You don't know him enough. That's just like Faith. If I asked you, well, Faith, can I talk to your grandson?
Yeah, no, that's
Like, and
weird.
then Faith, like, what the hell you want to talk to my grandson for? Like, that shit is. What do I possibly? What possibly do you have as a middle-aged or young man talking to a
My mama
12-year-old
ate all my
child?
cookies.
What kind of conversation is that?
Knowing of and knowing actually like knowing a person is two different things, which is why I
Right.
like kept reiterating in BMT's chat, keep that online stuff and personal life separate. Even if you do meet these people in real life. Because they can switch up. They can switch up at any time
You
and know
can't.
your intimate details.
Your grandma can't come to my house no more.
I'm gonna
Your
be
grandma.
honest with you. You know what I think it is, and I really think that
Bro shouldn't have even had his number, Diderot.
I think that Jay Prince has some other issues that I can't go into detail with because I'm a professional.
Lord
I'm
have
not
mercy.
going to speak on that.
No, D, don't do that.
No, hold on. No, I'm not making no excuses. I'm just saying I'm giving him. I don't give a damn. You got whatever. That ain't an excuse for not being a good parent.
Yes, that's true.
But what I am going to say is that it's obvious he's very easily manipulated. That's obvious.
Yeah.
That's quite obvious. It's
You
not
know
an
what?
excuse, but it's quite obvious.
You know
Too
what?
trusting.
If that
Way
had been,
too
if that
trusting.
had been let's imagine that had been a woman, and we had, you know, what's that scenarios where why you let that man in the house with children? Y'all know that would have been all in the manosphere. That would have been all in the manosphere. That AP let some man in the house around her daughters, and he got access. Like, listen, y'all, I can't tell y'all how many times people have tried to sexualize my children on my damn YouTube. This is why.
Sick people out here.
This
There's
is
a lot
why
of
I
them.
do not put my children on my channel no more. They don't try to sexualize my children sitting on my lap and talking with me. They don't sexualize me kissing my children and say, "Oh, so that's too provocative." Hell, I done had gotten flagged for indecency with my children. Mind you, we all had clothes on, but YouTube is just, motherfuckers just weird like that.
BMT, I think you know what it is. I think so. I'm trying to like line up what I already know. Okay, so there's a lot of people who have been sexually assaulted, and if you actually like interacted with people who've been sexually assaulted, then you know they either become hypersexual themselves or they become hyper vigilant against anything that could be viewed as sexual. So they're just
I
hypersensitive to
understand
that
that
stuff.
full on well because I am a survivor of abuse, and I'm one of the only very few content creators, other than Underrated Darkness, that has openly spoken about that. And I got made fun of about that. I got clowned on. I got told that to get over it, or you should have liked it, or you know what, it's okay, or why would you say anything, or why didn't you tell the police? And I'm like, damn. It seems like even as a child, you still get talked shit about by adults. So
My condolences.
and so I can promise you there are some people who are going to rag on that young baby about why did she say anything sooner. If y'all don't believe me, I can promise you somebody's gonna find a way. Just like they blame Kiki Palmer for getting her ass whooped, they're gonna blame. I don't know how they can find a way to blame a victim, but it's like a science that you can blame a victim even when it's not the victim's fault. So
It's
I,
a form of denial.
so I am definitely I understand why D Darrell is angry. I understand why Faith is trying to nurture that situation and trying to be the advocate and literally had to inform him on, hey, you can legally go after and pursue this. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, when things like that happen, you can legally. Do people not know about this, AP, that you can legally go after this type of shit when people are sexualizing or indecently watching your children naked? I don't know why people don't know that, but you can. We do have people online that literally are online patrolling for adults who do that to children.
Yeah,
That
that is true. They do talk about that. That they say it's stalking by proxy. Like people will have a relationship with the adults to get to the kids.
that happens,
Right.
yeah,
And
and that
that's
has
what it
happened quite
sounded
a lot.
like.
Yeah, but see that
Giving him the money and all that other shit, that was all a smoke screen.
and he did it for a year. D. He said, and he did it for a whole year. Like maybe D. Darrell can speak to it more clearly, but some people will get close to the adults just to get close to the children.
Yeah, that's
Right. They
grooming.
they they groom the
That's
adult first.
yeah, that's predatory behavior. You gain the trust. A predator always, when they find what they want to do, they scope the scene, they scope the environment, and they want to gain trust before they do the thing that they do. They're going to do all the right stuff. They're going to say all the right things. Don't pose as a threat. You know, everything that, like Jay Priest, like he was saying. Oh man, I would have never thought that he was like my main person. He did this, he did that. He said, all these things. That all of that was a smoke screen. All
I,
of it.
I had a I had a friend, her daughter actually got taken out of her home.
No, see,
Yes. She moved to Dubuque, Iowa, and there was this guy there, and during that time, she was in school, she didn't have a whole lot of money, and she was a single mother of two children. And this guy wooed her. He was giving her money and buying stuff for the kids. And like from what she was telling me about the guy when she would call me, he sounded like the perfect guy. I was like, oh my god, he is just such a great guy. He's helping you with all this stuff, giving you this money. He helped furnish her apartment. He just seems like he was just very helpful. And so then she just started trusting him, and they got in this relationship. And next thing she got this job, and he was like, "Oh, until you find babysitting, I'll watch the kids."
Volunteering.
Hmm.
And that's what he wanted to do all along, to
That's
have
what he
access.
wanted to do all along. So the oldest daughter, she was about 11 at the time. He was having sex with the oldest daughter while she was at work.
It's a damn shame,
Jesus,
man.
Jesus. The one that we saw in this space that caused a lot of issues, especially for me and D Darrell, was that damn brother polite shit.
Oh yeah.
Then had some crazy broads
Oh
getting
yeah.
mad at us.
We had knockdown drag outs with people because I'm trying to tell people, like, you don't understand, man. You know how many situations I've had to deal with and testify in court over something like Brother Polite? Man, I've dealt with at least 50 cases of like Brother Polite. At least 50.
Yep.
Where and you know what the thing that gets me is that in these situations, particularly when you're dealing with a teenage girl, and she was like 14, right? The one with Polite.
Yes.
They don't
Yeah,
even
I think
believe in the
so.
girl. They don't even believe him.
You had a
It's a
lot of
fifty
people
fifty
online going in
percent
on that
chance.
girl.
Now, for this situation, her mom did believe her. But I'm going to be honest, guys. 50 is like a 50-50 chance when these little girls come out with this stuff, they are not believed initially. They not. They
And
do
that's
not
just
get the
that's
benefit of the doubt.
wrong.
Huh?
I said that's just wrong. I mean, I don't
Exactly.
understand how people, what are their thought process that they would just put the adult over the child. I don't
Well,
understand that at all.
you've actually talked about it in your own content. Oh, you being fast, or you being, you've been sexually active with this,
Yeah.
caught you with this other boy. Yeah, that's her age. That's the difference between you being active or being like that with someone that's your age as opposed to a grown ass 29, 35-year-old man. That's the difference.
I had a video I was showcasing where the daughter was telling the mama about how her boyfriend be coming out and masturbating in front of her and stuff and doing all kind of things while she at work. And the mama said, "You just jealous that you want my man."
Wow.
And she was like,
Yeah. You'd be surprised. You'd
and
be
she was like,
surprised.
"Mama," she's like, "Mama, I'm telling you, he keeps doing that." And she was like, "This is why I stay at school." She said, "Why you be dressing all nasty and seductive?" She's like, "Your man don't want you. He want me." And that mama was about to come over there and take that girl's head off. And so it be real. It's a real thing where literally she was like, "My mama would rather put her hands on me than fight for me."
But
And
see, if it's a woman who's the head of the household, what these guys usually do is they try to get into a relationship with the mother.
Right?
And if it's a guy that's the head of the household, they'll try to befriend the guy. Like, and especially if they think that the guy is a little slow, or
Yeah.
he's super
Manipulate him,
trusting.
give
Yeah.
him support, give him financial support, and make him seem like he, you know, on top of the world, or he got value, he has, some prestige or whatever this person is yearning for. You can tell listening to Jay Prince, like just listening to him, you could tell life has been unkind to his brother, and he has not had the best success in whatever he was trying to do in life. And then you got these guys that give him some level of camaraderie, and they say, "Hey, man, you doing this, your channel this, and you doing, people liking you, people you getting this attention, your channel growing, you making a little money, you one of the better ones in the group, you getting all this
Mm-hmm.
admiration that you have never gotten in your life in real life." And then you start getting this sense of self-importance, like you have value, and they gonna help you, they're gonna do your content, they're gonna edit for you. All these people value you. But at the same time, this guy was, every time he got a chance to talk to your daughter without even letting you know, you was basically talking to somebody's daughter without even telling them. That's how much lack of respect they had for him. It was all fake and phony.
Well, what really scared me was when he showed me on the phone where his Google photos were snatched from his phone, and it's over there somewhere in Portugal, and that his actual location was being tracked. That was the scariest thing.
That like I said, man, like dude was too trusting. You shouldn't even have their phone number. Like internet strangers are internet strangers are internet strangers. That it, and that goes double if you have kids. It goes double for you because you really can't afford to. What's the word? Make yourself vulnerable or make your kids vulnerable. Oh, D Dorel over there bugging out.
Hey, Brandy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's bugging out.
yeah, D the real in and out. I don't know what's going on with the connection, but
Go
it
ahead.
that was some scary stuff. Fellas, like when he showed that on his phone, it just seemed like something cold just went up my spine when I saw that.
The thing is that's exactly why I said he shouldn't even have a bro number. Once somebody has your number, like that's their ticket. If they have your social media, like your Instagram, even that's a little bit touchy. Maybe a Twitter, that's a bit more acceptable. But a phone number, Faith, you know, because those people, like, they're from like the Lapeef sector. I don't know if you're familiar with it. And all those people are interconnected through social media.
Yeah, because for all we know, they could have a whole pedo network where they were actually targeting Jay Prince and his daughters.
So I don't think that's necessarily what's going on, but most definitely there are nefarious people over there. Like people who aren't good people. Just just as a general quote, some of the people over there that they have up on their panels just aren't good people. They might do good things, they might help you out, but they're not necessarily good people. Like I the thing is I never really messed with Fatty because I gravitated away from the Lapeef sector, and I understood that his channel was like a after show technically for the Lapeef sector are people who don't go to the Lapeef sector anymore. So I just didn't want to like I wanted to distance myself from people who believe the way that the most radical people I believe were on the Lapeef sector, and then to see like this come out, it's kind of wild. I ain't gonna lie, because I like just looking at Fatty, like there are people that would vouch for him, and then you had this situation come up. I
Well,
mean,
I have a message for the person that I think is stalking me from
go
panel to
ahead.
panel. I want you to know that your tactics, um, whoever you are over there in Fatty's group, because I think that's where you come from, bitch, it's not going to work. And if you think I'm going to stop talking about this, you think that you're going to scare me from saying anything or from connecting with people who are also against what you got going on over there, you think you're going to stop me from speaking out about pedophilic behavior and condemning everybody involved with it? You got another thing coming. Now, you can groom weak minded adults, you can scare weak minded people, but you're not going to groom, scare, or bully me into silence. Dream on. I'm going to continue to go where I want to go. I'm going to continue to support who I want to support. And if I decide to band together with Taz and Nyla, ain't a fucking goddamn thing you can do about it. So stop following me from panel to panel with your nonsense. I'm going to find out who you are. And I'm going to let everybody know you are a pedo apologist, or you might be part of the pedo network. And you're over here doing whatever it is that you can to deflect from what's going on over there in that camp. I know exactly what this is. You're not going to hold me on the phone so I can't get on BMT's panel and talk about this. I think I know who you are. And you are a trifling, sorry ass bitch. And I'm letting you know right now. Stop it. Stop following me around. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Demetrius.
No, it had to be said. Like, I think people get too comfortable on this platform. Like, this stuff isn't a game. Like, yes, YouTube, some people try to have fun up here, but this is the internet, y'all. You know what that means? You know why I don't advocate for people to cam up or use their real name? It's
Why?
because this stuff has real world consequences. Cynthia G probably gonna have a hard time finding actual work now, unless she work at somewhere like Amazon or UPS. And like the thing is, there's nothing she can do about it. Fatty, if this blows up and goes mainstream, you know, and the thing about Jay Prince, like the whole Fatty and Jay Prince situation, they're both gonna get blacklisted. Him for being a bad father and Fatty for being a creepy weirdo.
And then that other dude, Aaron O. Oh, don't think that I didn't forget that you part of this too. And the rest of you that were on that platform get laughing and thinking that it was a joke and that it was funny.
It's not funny. Like this stuff has real world consequences. The things that you say on the internet will track right back to you. As I was saying earlier, Faith, once somebody gets a hold of your phone number, that's their ticket to you. Think about it. Area code. Think about it. Call logs. Think about it. Social media linked to that phone number. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Well, not necessarily. But WhatsApp. Like, that's their ticket to you. Yeah, Brandy. Fatty made a weirdo comment saying, "Oh, I seen your kids running around naked, bro. Like, why you trying to be like that or something?" And Jay Prince was basically like, "What the? Yeah. Go watch BMT stream after this."
Yeah, BMT got 3 streams up about it, and Jay Prince came on the stream that he had this morning, so you might want to check that one out. Especially, I put the link to BMT's stream in my community tab, and it was a really good eye-opening stream. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of troubling things that came out in that stream about Fatty. Stealing, pretty much invading Jay Prince's privacy by getting information from his iPhone pictures and all this other stuff.
Y'all way too comfortable with these people on YouTube, man. You do not know these people.
What's up, Hustler, Muscler?
Yeah, what's up, H&M?
Nothing much. How y'all doing tonight?
I'm concerned, low key. I'm really concerned.
Who's bothering you this time, Faith? Who done rubbed you the wrong way this time, my lady?
She don't
I,
know.
I
That's the
believe I
problem.
don't know who it is exactly. I think I know who it is, but they're kind of stalking me from panel to panel about TAZ.
Who's Taz?
Oh goodness, you don't know who TAZ is. How can I explain? He used to be over there at O'Shea's channel. He's married to Nyla Says. You know who Nyla is?
I think so.
Yeah, that's her husband, Taz.
Okay, what did he do exactly?
Nothing. It's just that a lot of people don't like Taz. And I hadn't been over to Taz and Nyla's channel in over 2 years. But Taz did a stream and he said something in the stream that I agreed with. And I left a comment there one time. And now this person won't stop stalking me from place to place.
Define stalking. What you mean? He be messaging you
Well,
on YouTube or something? Be more
yeah,
specific. There are many ways to stalk somebody.
well, okay, like I was over at D Derail's channel and this person went under a different account and left me a message, like basically everywhere I go, they're tattling on me. Oh, Faith is a TAZ supporter, by the way, aka everybody. Faith's a TAZ supporter because I left that one comment over there. And then I was over at Prince Sellers earlier today and I called in and I look into the chat room and this same person, oh, by the way, Princella, Faith is a TAZ supporter, so you might want to look out for her. And then it happened again at BMT's channel. So out of nowhere they come out the bushes. Oh, by the way, Faith is a TAZ supporter. Like every panel I'm on, every channel I go to, this person knows me, they know where I go, and this is what they're saying.
Wow, ain't that about something, man? How is it? How is they find you? Do you subscribe to your channel or something and get notifications?
I don't know. I don't know, but like I can't go anywhere and have a conversation without this person jumping out of the bushes doing this.
Better hope you don't come over here.
Oh, they gonna get blocked if they come over here.
Me and Demetrius got your back, and whoever else is in the chat listening.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying, Faith. You gotta screenshot them.
yeah. I'm gonna go
There's
back
ways to
to
figure out who it is. That's what I was trying to tell you earlier. You can either contact YouTube, see who's behind that account, or I mean, certain people have different ways of typing. Like, let's say if I see a random account in here start trolling and it start using fire emojis after every sentence, it's probably Jerome Whiteside, okay, or like Aaron or some, like, because I don't forget nobody. Whether you're a content creator or not, I remember each and every username in the chat wherever I have been. So I can probably help you find them.
yeah, I'm gonna start screenshotting. I'm gonna go back to Queen Maker's channel and go back to that person's comment, and then I'm gonna compare it to the comment that I saw at D Derail's and the comments that were made at BMT's channel. Because whoever this is, I think it's the same person. But they do the same exact thing. They jump out the bushes like they're tattling on me or something. Hey, by the way, Faith is a TAZ supporter. You got to look out for her. And I'm like, how the hell do I become a TAZ supporter from one comment in the chat room? Can y'all make that make sense?
Unfortunately, I can't. It doesn't
Exactly
make
what I'm
any
saying. Like,
sense.
go ahead, H&M, and then I'll go after you.
No, I was just saying I can't make sense of that. I don't get it. It's like you say
That's
one
what
nice
I'm
thing
saying.
about
It's like
somebody, they want to take it the
an
wrong way.
irregular person. It's got to be an unreasonable individual. It's got to be. Don't make no sense.
It's too many of them though. It's that's the
Yeah,
problem.
well, we are in inward tube. I ain't gonna say it.
Yeah, nigga tube. I'll say it, nigga tube. So that's what's been going on, hustle and bustle. It's a lot of crazy stuff. We over here trying to fight a pedo, and then here come this weird person at every stream, talking about some Taz and Nyla, and it's a few people that I know that's obsessed with Taz and Nyla. It's a few people that I know that are just obsessed with them.
You
And
got
you're
names?
not one of them, right?
No, I mean I could care less. Like if a person is right, they just right. So Taz said something that I thought was fucking right. He pretty much called out that fatty thing, and then he also talked about the autism thing. And I say, yeah, I think I agree with you on that. And that's what I put in the chat room, and I stand on it. I fucking agree with him on it. He's against, pedos, and he worked with children that had autism, and he has a special sympathy for children that have autism because of the work that he did. And I know people that worked in that field because, like I said, my daughter was diagnosed with autism, and she had a caregiver at that time 20 years ago. It was called a caregiver. So I know how difficult that job is, and I know how closely they do work with their clients. So yeah, I agree with him, that he had a significant role with autistic children. So whoever this person is, they took me making that comment. Now I'm a TAZ supporter. Like, y'all need to get the hell out of here.
And you said people said they don't like Taz. For what reason is that?
Well, okay. Now Taz does have a shady background, him and his wife, of doxing people. They do have a
And
shady
scamming.
background of doing that. Like they did take information about Dee Darrell's wife, and they put her information out there to attack Dee Darrell, which is something I don't agree with and I don't condone. And I ain't rocking with them on that because they were wrong as fuck. First of all, Taz's wife, she's a content creator. But Dee Darrell's wife don't come on here. She's not a content creator. And there was no way in bloody fucking hell they should have been dragging that woman's image and her name online. And they were 1,000% wrong about that. And see, that's the thing that make people not like Taz and Nyla. That they have the this thing about doxing people and dragging their personal information online.
How do you dox somebody exactly?
I'm not a doxer. I don't know. But if you say that person's government name, put their picture out there, their address, where they work, stuff like that, that's doxing.
Oh, I get it. So reveal someone's personal information, like identity theft, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Just putting the person's whole, personal information out there to the public. And that's dangerous to do. So, Taz and Nyla have a history of doing things like that. And so, that's the reason why I distance myself from them, because they do stuff like that. But now, even though they did where they did derail about his wife, derail tonight came up on this platform, and he even said that he agreed with Taz on his stance about Fatty. Now, when it comes to serious topics having to deal with children and pedos, normal, sane people can put aside their differences for something serious like that. So whoever this person is, I think they're from the fatty, the how can I say, the teen pedo camp, the fatty camp. I think they're from over there. And I think I know who it is.
Oh, you're gonna be on some Dick Tracy type stuff now.
Yeah, because this person, I'm not going to allow them to dictate how I move. You know, they really got the wrong one. They really have the wrong one. But at any rate, that's it in a nutshell. You know, does anybody have anything else that they wanted to add?
I mean,
I just think it's.
my closing statement.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, H&M.
No. You go first.
All right. So my closing statement is this: stop treating YouTube like a play space, and don't get too comfortable with these people. Like, I understand to like the audience in the chat and the people who will see this in the future. Like, I understand if I come off like if you think I come off as like uptight or hyper vigilant or paranoid, but there's a reason for that. These people, this is not a space to make friends. If you happen to make a friend, great, but it's not, don't count on it. These people are not your friends. They're really not. And keep your personal information to yourself, because they will use it against you. A lot of people on this side don't have allegiance to nobody, and that's exactly why they over here having the problems with relationships and friendships that they have. So with that, I say this, especially those of you who have kids. If you have kids and you're new panelists, don't even bring up your kids ever. Why does somebody need to know that you have kids? Don't even entertain that conversation. Because once you entertain the conversation, it makes it easier for people to target you. Anyway,
Maybe it depends on.
Go
Maybe
ahead.
it depends on what.
That's fine.
No, just saying. Maybe it depends on what the conversation is about. If you're talking about, parenting or raising kids, the do's and don'ts of raising a kids, then yeah, that's gonna come up eventually. Because I've been on panels like that before, where they talk about things you shouldn't do with kids, what's wrong with kids, and why they act the way they act. So I guess sometimes it just comes up in the conversation. But I do agree.
Get it, but why do people need to know that you have kids?
And like they're giving up the kids' names or ages or anything like that.
Exactly. You don't need to do any of that.
No. It's kind of like on social media where you're putting pictures. I was told don't put pictures of your kids on social media like Facebook or Instagram, but people do that all the time.
Tag your location. Yep.
Yeah, they tell women especially
like
not to put pictures of their children on social media, but these silly women go and do it anyway because they think, oh, my child is so cute. I'm going to go ahead and put the picture up here because I just like my little Noop picture or whatever. Or my teenage daughter, look at her. She's so pretty. Look at how gorgeous she is. I'm going to put my little Noop picture up here. And see, you think it's cute, but to a sick predator, they're thinking something completely all the way different. And yet and still I be seeing these women put the pictures in the dating profile anyway. There's a picture of the lady and their little preteen or pre-adolescent child in the picture with them. And I'm like, why y'all doing this?
This is not this is not your play space, man. This stuff is serious. Like y'all do realize people will literally sit in the chat and collect data on you to use against you later.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, as far as putting pictures of your kids on dating profile, I'm gonna guess the reason they do that is to let people know that they're actually parents. Let's say you create a dating profile and a man sees that he may need to know up front that you got a child or two. Don't surprise him with that at the end of the day. I've heard of women doing stuff like that. They don't disclose whether or not they have kids until after talking to somebody for a while. So you may want to disclose that ahead of time. And I can also say this though. I say if you're gonna put kids on social media, put that shit on private. That way, only a select few can see the pictures.
But I disagree, Hustler. I don't think that a person need to put their children on the dating profile, and I would even go further to say, don't even say you got kids, because some people target single mothers.
Exactly. It makes it you become an easy target.
Okay, I get all of that, but
if you want to know if I got kids, we gonna have to date a little while. I'm gonna have to see what you here for, and then I'll tell you if it gets serious.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll be pretty upset if I met a woman off a dating app, and then I find out a month later that she's a single mother with 2 kids. Why did you tell me that up front? I'm thinking you a single woman with no kids, which is what I'm looking for.
That ain't hurting you to find out a month later.
Yeah, that's 2 different levels. Like, because you gotta understand reasons why. Now, I don't agree with like people lying, but just don't bring it up. It's not lying if you don't bring it up. And there's a legitimate reason why. Because sexual assault happens enough to warrant. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like just be careful. Be careful.
Yeah, like Hustler and Muscle, you gotta
just anybody, man. Jeez.
Right, like you men got to be open to the fact that some women just, don't want to disclose their information right out the door right out the gate, because there's a lot of guys that target single mothers.
I don't know you from Adam.
And they might not be there for you. They might be there for the kid. So, when you guys are out here dating these women, give a little grace, to the women that, wait to get to know you before they tell you. And if it's a deal breaker for you, just break it off. That ain't hurting you. That's not hurting you at all. You as a man actually, you as a man actually have more time than a woman. So I mean, that ain't hurting you.
For. Just say what you're looking for. That's the way to get out of it.
Yeah, like instead of her being upfront, you be upfront. Like, hey, you know what? I don't date women with children. And now if she still lie to you after that, then that's on her.
Now, who do you know is going to do that up front?
I mean, it's a lot better for the man to be upfront than the woman.
Yeah. But I can't be honest with somebody that can't be honest with me.
Finish my closing statement. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Quit playing with
Go ahead.
Quit playing with people on here. because you might just get something that you didn't ask for. And the thing about it is, I actually grew up with a tech class and a tech safety class. They tell you these things for a reason. Don't use your picture. Don't show your face. Don't use your name. Don't give your number to strangers or make it accessible or viewable to strangers. There's security reasons, like there's legitimate reasons for this stuff. It's not me just saying it. Like, I'm not just talking out of my ass. There's reasons for it, and they're all legitimate. Because just like somebody is stalking Faith virtually, that can turn into like physically in the real life just as easily. All they need is Faith's location. All they need is for her to slip up and show a very specific store with the what's that? The store address. Boom. General location. Sounds paranoid.
Oh yeah.
But it really does happen.
Yeah, kind of like on Facebook, how people putting their locations, like where they're going on Snapchat, the Snapchat map or something like that.
If you don't know how people do it, I implore you to look up how people find people's locations. It's fucking scary, bro. And sometimes they don't even need a picture.
Hey, Joe.
But that's all I got for you. Oh wait, Themis, if you see this in the future, it's not that I don't like you as a person, bro. It's just after you did what you did with Sinji and asked black men to defend their existence, yeah, that's why I stopped coming to your channel. All right, peace.
All right.
Wait, he did what now?
Yeah, he facilitated a debate which turned into just a discussion about why black women should just stop birthing black boys because they're not going to grow up to be anything anyway. So,
he was the one that did that?
Yeah.
Who says that?
Did. People from his chat and Sinji herself. So, and Sinji even took it a step further, saying like that black men's population need to decrease by any means necessary anyway. So,
oh my God!
If you're able to associate with a person like that, then understand that I can't come around your parts no more.
Wow. I thought Cynthia thought about that on her own. So she got that from Themis. Wow. Okay, brother Hustler and Muscler, what are your final thoughts?
Well, I wish you the best, and I hope you do what you can to deal with this person that's harassing you. Because seriously, there's nothing. I've heard stories of how cyber stalking can turn to real stalkers. I'm not going to act like that Demetrius is making up a lie. I watch enough crime dramas and crime documentaries to know how this kind of mess can go down. It starts out online, then it can turn physical in a heartbeat. So I know the story. So I'm not going to say he lying, but sheesh. But all that stuff about putting your kids on social media, as much as I see that, I've been seeing that for at least 10, 15, 20 years. It's nothing new. So I didn't see the harm in it at first. And again, disclose that you are a single parent, up front. But I get what y'all saying, because people can't use that against you. That's why I say that's why my Facebook is on private. It's only certain people can see it. But to each his own, I guess.
All right.
And if you're going to take pictures of your kids, make sure it's something, photogenic, like, I don't know, a child's graduation or something, or maybe it's their first day of school, stuff like that. But just we have pictures of them all over the place. I don't think that's necessary. And trust me, I see that a lot, so I know what y'all talking about.
Yeah.
You have pictures of little infants in there. Your wife just had a baby recently. They want to take a picture of the newborn. I see that a lot on social media platforms. So.
Yeah, and you know what? You're right. I don't think that especially on a dating profile, ladies, especially the ladies and gay guys. I forgot about the gay guys that might be parents. Please stop putting your children on your dating profiles. And if your children are on your regular social media profile, do not link your regular social media profile to your dating profile. And don't use your regular name. Use an alias until further notice. I know it may sound crazy, but sometimes people can find your regular profile by you using your regular name. When I had a dating profile, I didn't use my regular name. I used the alias because I didn't want it linked to my regular profile. So
Okay, that
these are
kind of
just
makes
things.
sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's certain things you just don't think shouldn't divulge right away when you're trying to get to know somebody. Don't tell the man right away that you got kids. Gay guys that are single parents, don't tell the man right away that you got kids. And if you are a man that's not interested in dating a man or a woman with kids, you let that be known through the door. And if that person, says up front that they don't want to date a woman with kids, then you let the person know at that time, yeah, I do have kids, and then you guys end the conversation and end, any type of dealings that you have with each other because you don't have nothing in common. Move on.
Well, can I at least ask the woman if she has kids?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's better for the man to bring it up than for the woman to divulge that she has children.
Okay, I get it. I get it. Well, I hope y'all got the message because that's something I personally never thought about because I've gotten used to it over time.
Yep. Did you have anything else to add?
Nope, those are my final thoughts. I wish you the best, but it was good talking to you as
Oh,
always. And by the way, I'm doing another show Saturday morning. If you're a morning person, be sure to check that out.
okay. I'll try to be there. And hey, people, please subscribe to Hustler and Muscular. He has a fabulous channel with some hot topics, and the graphics be off the chain. He shows a lot of interesting videos, and he does a lot of relationship talk. So please don't hesitate to subscribe and tune in on Saturday. All right. Thank you so much for coming up, brother.
Not a problem, my sister. Take care.
All right. Bye. All right. Demetrius Hagashikata says, at Faith, she didn't get that idea from Themis, but she made it more popular through Themis's channel. And even if he didn't adopt the point himself, as a man, there are certain conversations I won't entertain. Okay. So she didn't get it from Themis. Okay. So I retract what I said earlier. Cynthia did come up with the concept all on her own, which is the reason why she got banned from YouTube. Hell. So I'm going to go ahead and give my final thoughts, and then I'm going to close out the stream. There is a sick individual following me around from panel to panel. I cannot have a decent conversation no matter where I go because I agreed with something that Taz said. I had not posted in Taz's chat room in over 2 years. And the one time that I do, this person sees the comment and they decide to stalk me everywhere I go, talking about I'm a Taz supporter. Now, don't push me because, see, you'll make me go over there and resubscribe to Taz and Nyla. You'll make me become a goddamn member over there. Fucking around. What the fuck you gonna do? What you gonna do? And I really believe it's one of you motherfuckers over there from Fatty. Because none of this started happening until this whole pedo thing broke loose, and myself, BMT, and D. Durrell started talking against it. And we started siding with people who were of like mind about that particular situation. And Taz happened to be one of those people who is of like mind about that situation. Like I said, normal people, normal adults, when it comes to something as serious as people going around making pedophilic comments, normal adults are able to set aside their differences for the greater good. Even D. Durrell, who I know can't stand Taz or Nyla, even he agreed that Taz was right on his stance about this, and that he said a lot of things that even D. Durrell agreed with. But that doesn't make D. Durrell a Taz supporter, does it? So I wish that you childish people would grow the fuck up. And I ain't the one. Stop following me from platform to platform. You look like a real weirdo. And I really believe, I think I know who it is. You psycho bitch. But at this rate, I just want to thank everybody for coming out and hearing me out about this. Definitely going to be doing some personal housekeeping about my moderators and people being hidden from my channel. Also, I think it's that motherfucker too. I'm just going to be honest. I think I know who you are. I'm not going to give it away, because I'm not 1,000% sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I know who you are. And I think it's a woman. I think it's somebody that's a fatty supporter. And you're a low down, dirty, evil bitch. For sure. But at any rate, y'all, I got to get up out of here. I got to get up early in the morning. It's getting kind of late over here. Please hit the like button. Share the stream. Support via super chat or super thanks, or $ Lady in the Truck via Cash App. And with that, I have to say I love each and every one of you. Peace, and I am out. Holla.